Welcome back to the second video in this introductory series to Decentraland. This series really is for people who are interested in Decentraland, but who are, really just starting out, really tipping their toe into this new material. If you are one of those people, you have come to the right place. This is the second video in this series, and I'm going to talk about something that is often an afterthought when speaking about Decentraland, but it is highly, highly important. And this is about the crypto infrastructure inside Decentraland and the requirements from the point of view of knowing how to use crypto in order to start using Decentraland. This is a little bit of a, painful topic sometimes because the Decentraland community would love to welcome people who are from outside of the crypto universe, people who are not familiar with Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of the other tokens and coins. If you're not familiar with that kind of stuff, however, you will have some difficulties getting started with Decentraland because Decentraland is based on the Ethereum blockchain and its economy is based on the Mana token, which is a crypto, which means that you will need to know how to buy Ethereum or how to swap it for Mana. And you will also have to learn how to use the MetaMask wallet, which is available as an extension for your Chrome browser. So there are a couple of things that you will need to know already, ideally, or you would have to, pick those things up before starting with Decentraland. But now let's dig into the details here. I'm not going to go very detailed on this topic because I think a lot of that stuff is covered with thousands of videos on YouTube on how to use crypto, but you need to know what to search for, in what direction to educate yourself should you be a newcomer to the space. So let's quickly cover the topic Ethereum. So Ethereum it's probably the second biggest crypto project just after Bitcoin. It is a token. It is some sort of digital money. It is some sort of world computer that allows you to program clever ideas into a computer served contract without human interference. It's quite a complex idea, but basically what you need to know, it's a blockchain that you can use to save transactions or ideas or pictures or any kind of data. You could save it to the Ethereum blockchain and it will become immutable, meaning it will become unchangeable. It will be written into the history of the blockchain and it will be there forever. That means it is an ideal framework for saving all sorts of progress and all sorts of data that you would like to be publicly visible, publicly accessible, and that you would like to, be persistent and that no one can actually mess with that data retroactively, right? So long story short, Ethereum is a framework on the blockchain and it has a currency that is called Ether. And this network has become quite vast and popular, and a lot of projects started building on top of that Ethereum blockchain. That means whenever you want to use one of those projects, you actually have to enter the universe of Ethereum first, meaning if you would like to interact with that Ethereum blockchain, you will need Ether, the currency, to pay the so-called gas fees, which are kind of the fuel of the Ethereum framework. For each transactions, for each activity on the blockchain, you will need to pay a small fee, and sometimes that small fee can be quite substantial if there is a lot of demand. But you will need to have that currency in your wallet in order to interact with the blockchain, and therefore also indirectly with a game like Decentraland, right? So this takes us to the next topic. Let's talk about wallets. So a wallet is a digital wallet where you can hold items or in-game items or all sorts of currencies, blockchain currencies in, and everyone in Decentraland who wants to own items or who wants to own a name or any kind of NFT. I will touch on some of these ideas in the subsequent videos, so don't worry if you do not understand all the terminology at this point in time. You will need to have a wallet like that, and that wallet is most likely going to be the MetaMask wallet. If you need to look up this terminology, please check the video description where I will leave a couple of mentions on the points discussed in this video. But the MetaMask wallet is available as a Chrome browser extension. You're probably aware of how to install extensions to your Google Chrome browser. If not, you can Google that. It's very easy. And once you have that MetaMask wallet installed, you will need to get an Ethereum address that is going to be your wallet address that you can start using. Please do Google that stuff. I think there is plenty of material on that particular topic. You should not be disappointed. So having covered wallets, let's move on to something that we maybe should have mentioned even a little bit earlier. So once you have a wallet, you also need to get some Ethereum to get started. So where do you get that Ether, that currency of Ethereum? Where do you get Ether? Well, the easiest place to get it is probably on Coinbase. Coinbase is one of the biggest on-ramp platforms for people who would like to exchange their US dollars or euros or any kind of fiat currency into crypto. So to do that, you will need to find an on-ramp like that. There are many opportunities, but I think the easiest one to recommend would be Coinbase. So look that up. I'm going to mention it also in the description of the video on how to register for Coinbase, how to pass the KYC, and also how to buy your first Ethereum. Once you have your Ethereum bought on Coinbase, you can actually send it to your wallet that you have set up with your MetaMask account. So now you pretty much have everything you need to get started with Decentraland. But there is one little but. When you start Decentraland for the very first time, you will have the possibility of actually registering a custom name. So in order to register a custom name, you will need to have some mana currency, which is currently, I believe, about 100 mana. So to get that 100 mana, you will need to use your newly purchased Ether that you just have transferred to your MetaMask wallet. You need to now exchange some of that Ether for mana. And in order to do so, you can probably go to any exchange that hosts that currency pair Ether mana, or you can just use the service Uniswap. Uniswap is a popular decentralized exchange for cryptocurrencies. I will leave you the names in the video description. You will probably find a lot of material on YouTube on how to use Uniswap. It is actually quite self-explanatory, but make sure to do your own research on, because each mistake can, cost you your hard-earned crypto. So I think I've covered all the key topics. One thing that I would like to quickly cover as well is the idea of gas. We've quickly mentioned that at the very beginning, that you will need to have some Ether in your wallet to pay for transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. So you will need to always keep some Ethereum just there ready to pay for transactions. And the idea of gas is really something that one needs to understand, and there are some mechanics that go with that. So you can create transactions on the Ethereum blockchain, and within the MetaMask wallet, you can actually define how much you would like to spend on gas. The more you spend, the quicker the transaction goes through. The less you spend, the slower it goes. But there are a couple of details to this particular conversation that I think you need to just experience yourself firsthand to fully understand that. But I did want to mention that there is this idea of gas that needs to be looked at separately once you become more advanced. So I think by now you're probably quite confused what to do. I wanted to make sure we cover all of the steps that you need to consider before joining Decentraland and the whole crypto space. I believe it is worth spending the time learning this tech. It will probably take you a couple of hours to figure it out. Watch a couple of videos, read a couple of blog posts on the topic. It will be very helpful also beyond Decentraland. You are actually you're acquiring a new skill that will be important going forward. So in quick summary, you do need to buy some Ethereum. I would suggest to use Coinbase to convert your fiat on your credit card, to convert your US dollars or euros on your credit card to Ethereum. Once you have done that, once you've purchased some Ethereum, you will need to transfer it out to your wallet. That wallet needs to be created, and I would suggest to use the MetaMask wallet as part of the Google Chrome extension. And then I would transfer my funds from Coinbase to that wallet. And once it's in that wallet, you can start spending it online through the browser. And before you can actually register your name inside Decentraland, you don't need to have a registered name to access it. But if you want to have a custom name, you will need to swap some of your Ethereum for Mana, the Decentraland currency. You can use Uniswap for that. And please make sure that you leave some gas fees always on your MetaMask account so you never get stuck. Well, this is a quick summary. I hope this was useful. Please do subscribe to this channel and make sure to hit the like button on this video. It will help me get this video out there to more people who are interested in starting Decentraland but have not quite figured out what it takes to get into the crypto space. Well, I will end this video here. Thank you for your interest. If you would like to move on to the next video, I will see you there in a second.